Buddy, Ricky here. As always, if I know you, I miss you. I miss you guys. So before I forget, there is a playlist just below. If you'd like to use the playlist that I created, it's an old one. Brought back a lot of memories. It's from 4 years ago. But I like it. If you have a couple of blocks, have those handy. We're working into kind of a prep for Peacock today. If you have the full expression, feel free to do it. It's kind of a rascal of a posture. We need to open up the back because we'll do a lot of eagle stuff together today. And if you can come back again and again if you like, and maybe we'll get in a little bit deeper, maybe past the prep part. So find a comfortable seat and allow your eyes to close. Take note of your breath. Belly in and out. And please exhale completely for me here. Then inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause but don't hold it. And exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause but don't hold. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause but don't hold. And you get the idea. Keep going just like that. Lift your pelvic floor muscles. So Mula Bandha. Squeeze your bottom ribs into your body. So we're bringing a little more effort to what we're doing here. So being aware of our breath. Start to create an audible sound now, your Ujjayi breath. And aware of our bandhas. So inner awareness. And the peacock is the Hindu symbol of immortality and love, but we'll speak more about the immortality part today. And yoga has taught us, as other philosophies have, that we are immortal beings. We have a body, we have a mind, but we are much more than that. And let's begin to move a little bit, guys. Open your eyes, come into all fours, tabletop. Point your fingers back behind you so you can't quite see me from this angle. And inhale, cow pose. Breathe here. Tailbone up, gaze up, belly down. Keep breathing, long breaths like we would just workshop. Breathe in here. Exhale to cat pose. Back up toward the ceiling. Breathe here. Confirm that your shins are parallel. My feet tend to come in a little bit closer to each other here, and it's something I continue to remind myself of in my practice. Exhale here. Inhale, cow pose, belly down, gaze up. Exhale, we're flowing it now. Cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cows. Breathe here. Flip your hands back to normal. Keep a little bit of your cow as you flip the toes and go back to downward facing dog. Exhale. Take it there. Pedal it out if you like. Be a little curious in your body. Reminding ourselves that we are not our physical body, but we have a physical body. So be a little curious here. The slower you move, the more likely we're going to find some place that feels like it needs a little bit of attention. And settle into your dog now. Relax your heels down. Lift your toes so the toes are on the front part of the foot in case you got confused there. If you don't know me, sometimes I make jokes and sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're not. But when you try to lift the toes, you're going to feel the front of your legs engage. So we bring more awareness to what we're doing. This is always a good thing in our practice and in our life. Press your hands forward. Press out any bubbles underneath the palms of your hand. Listen to your breath. That magical, powerful, transformational breath brings us into the moment. As you inhale, look forward. And exhale, ragdoll, top of your mat. So feet nice and wide. And this is all about the lower back. Opposite elbows, opposite hands if you like, of course, and a soft neck. And imagine your glutes are on the wall behind you, and you're trying to slide them up the wall. This is going to get into more of the length of your hamstrings. It's going to strengthen your glutes, relax your hamstrings, strengthen your back. Heel toe your feet to wherever you normally practice. Exhale, release your hands down. And on your inhale, roll up. Heavy head. Hands meet Samasthiti, standing at attention. Close your eyes. Lift your toes off your mat. Press down with everything else in your feet. That way your kneecaps will lift and your legs will be a little more steady. Float your toes down to your mat. Continue to press down with your feet though. And let's move, guys. Inhale, mountain, arms up, breathe here. Feet continue to press down. Pelvic floor up, bottom ribs, squeeze them in. Keep listening to your breath. Exhale here. Listen to your inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Keep sliding your butt up. Inhale, half lift, and breathe here. You can press your fingers into your shins or your thighs if you like. I wouldn't suggest pressing them to my knees though. And again, we're trying to, when we hear the phrase flat back, sometimes it doesn't quite land. So if you want to take a look at me here for a moment, we can tend to round here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my tush up toward the ceiling, and that's going to flatten this out. Breathe in here. Exhale to plank. That would be high plank. Breathe here. Inhale, lift your right leg. Spread your toes. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift your left leg. Breathe here. You got about 4 breaths. Release the bubbles from underneath your hands. Breathe in here. Exhale, left foot down, lower down to your belly. Prepare for baby cobra. When your next inhale arrives, lift the chest. Leverage your toes down to your mat. You'll get a little more lift in the chest. So quads engaged, kneecaps lift. 2 more breaths. Whenever your next exhale arrives, lower your chest down to your mat. And then inhale to tabletop or plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Heels down, maybe lift your toes. Rotate your upper arms outward. Your gaze will go between your knees or between your toes. Next inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Listen to your inhale, half lift. Listen to your exhale, forward fold. Listen to your inhale, mountain pose. Strong legs help bring you up. Exhale, forward fold. Look up as you come down. It will help remind your back to stay flat. Breathe in, half lift. Exhale to plank. Inhale, baby cobra, just 1 breath this time. Exhale, release. Inhale, tabletop or plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Listen to your inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, half lift, strong back, strong butt. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain, look up, 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 up. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, halfway up. Exhale, plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale to your belly. Listen for the change here. Extend your arms back behind you for locust, fingernails to the mat. Inhale, lift your chest and your legs. Great back strengthener. This is going to help us later on in our preparation for Mayurasana, for Peacock. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Keep your bandhas. So pelvic floor up, bottom ribs squeeze in. Breathe in. That's it, guys. Exhale, release down to your mat. Hands under your shoulders. Next inhale, tabletop or plank. Take your time. Follow your own breath. Now is about time. For me, my practice of down dog does feel like a resting posture. Sometimes it doesn't at the front of class for me. Breathe in, lift your right leg. Exhale, low lunge. Take a couple of breaths here. Pull your right hip back. Back heel over the ball of your back foot. Exhale here. Inhale, crescent lunge. So continue to pull the back heel forward. We tend to kind of fall back, and if we bring it move forward more, we're going to create a more steady foundation. Unless you have a really short stance, it can kind of get you a little front heavy. So you might want to wiggle the foot back then. Inhale here. Exhale your right arm under your left. So eagle. Inhale, lift and breathe. Keep your legs really strong. Keep your bandhas. We're getting into a little bit of a back bend here. We tend to forget about our bottom ribs and we let them poke out. So keep squeezing them in so you have a firm belly here. Breathe in here. Keep your arms. Exhale. Come down and over for a revolved lunge with your eagle arms. Keep drawing your shoulder blades a little bit closer together. Exhale here. Big rotation here. Inhale, vertical twist. Right arm up and back, left arm forward. Keep your hips strong. They are part of your foundation here, since you have like 1.1 feet on the mat right now. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior 2. Rotate around. Breathe here. Press into the knife edge of your back foot. Press into the knuckle of your front big toe. Try to scissor your legs in toward each other. Create a little more energy and strength in the midline of our body, which we tend to ignore a lot. Exhale here. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep breathing here. Maintain your strong legs. Try to create a little more distance between your right hip and your right shoulder. And now try to do the same thing with your left side body. Breathe in here. Exhale to your side angle. Reach forward Left arm can go straight up, or if you want a little more stretch in the side body, you can reach your left arm up toward the top corner of the room. Rotate your ribs to the left here. Keep your bandhas. Prepare with an inhale. Exhale, plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. You can do that from your knees. I do that about half the time these days. Breathe into upward facing dog. Use your exhale, pull back. Downward facing dog, hips up, heels low. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Foot comes between your hands. Light on your fingertips. If you're feeling a little extra spicy today, maybe lift the fingertips off your mat. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Pull your left hip back. Exhale. Inhale, crescent lunge and breathe. Spread your fingers out, so no limp fingers, okay? Spread them out really wide so you feel a stretchiness in the palms of your hands. You have little chakras in the palms of your hands and you're making them pretty excited when you do that. Breathe in here. Exhale, left arm under. Breathe in. Lift your chest, take a couple of breaths with me here. What about those bandhas? Keep your bottom ribs squeezed in, pelvic floor about 50% tight. Breathe in here. Exhale, modified revolve lunge with your eagle arms. Rotate over to your left. And again, keep pulling your shoulder blades a little bit closer together. You want to stay active here. Exhale here. Inhale, rotate up. Vertical twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Strengthen your hips here. High back heel. So I tend to cheat a little bit with my front foot here. Bring my front, my toes over toward the right. So if you can, really straighten your foot. Inhale here. Exhale, rotate around, wave your arms like you're crazy. Warrior 2. Back foot can be parallel to the back of your mat. I like to have my heels past my toes a little bit. Or I should say my back heel behind my back toes a little bit. Tends to create a little more space in my lower back. This is the sacral area. Exhale here. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep breathing. Confirm your legs are still strong. Try to lighten the arch of your back foot. Listen to your breath. Most important thing in your room. Breathe here. Breathe in here. Exhale to extended side angle. Rotate your ribs to the right. Try to feel if your hips are still or kind of out of a line. I used to be able to speak English. Try to feel if the hips are in line with the back leg, the top arm. Press more weight to the outer edge of your back foot. Inhale here. Exhale to plank. That would be high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows in. Long parallel feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. Gaze up, keep your bandhas. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Do you, let it out however you like. Inhale, lift your right leg. We're going to flow through this. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, right arm under. Inhale, lift your chest, keep your ribs in. Exhale, revolve lunge with your eagle arms. Inhale, warrior two. You've got an extra breath here. Exhale, strengthen your legs. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, take it all the way down. We're skipping side angle. You're in plank position. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe into upward dog. Listen to your exhale, take it back, down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Step slowly. Inhale, crescent lunge. Arms up, spread your fingers wide. Exhale, left arm under the right. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, modified revolve lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, relax your shoulders down. Inhale, reach up and back, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga, no side angle. Listen to this inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. One more time through, guys. Inhale, lift your left leg. Excuse me, your right leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, right arm under. Use your inhale, lift your chest, be proud. Exhale, revolve lunge. Use your inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reach forward to touch. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, take her down, chaturanga, or feel free to skip it. Breathe into upward. Exhale to downward. Inhale, lift your left leg. Use your exhale, step through low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, left arm under. Spread your fingers, inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, modified revolve lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, windmill down. Chaturanga. Breathe into upward. Exhale to downward facing dog. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, lower your knees down. The slower you go, the stronger you'll get. Once you're there, cross your ankles, lie down on your back. For eagle crunches, I'll never forget old friend Rachel a couple years ago. I was teaching eagle crunches at that studio that I was teaching at the time. Had never done these before, and she thought I was saying evil crunches with a V, E-V-I-L. So these are eagle with a G. Eagle your right arm under your left. You've already done that a lot today. Right leg over. Spread your toesies and your fingers. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, crunch it up. Inhale down. Exhale, crunch. Inhale down. Use the exhale, crunch up. Keep your toes spread. Inhale down. Exhale, crunch. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up, 17 more. Just kidding. Inhale down, this is your last one. Exhale, crunch. Keep it up, 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 up. spread your toes and release. Other side, guys. Left leg over, left arm under. Don't forget to spread the digits. Breathe in here to prepare. Exhale, crunch. I think we did 7 on the last side. Inhale down. Exhale, crunch. Keep going at your own pace. I like to follow my 4 count Ujjayi breath, and even when I'm doing these, because it just helps me to stay inward. It reminds me of that still spot. Reminds me that I'm more than my body and more than my mind. Helps the mind to still, to be quiet. More of an integration, which is the goal of yoga, mind, body, and spirit. So you're on your own honor system here. Once you finish 7, you can release. If you did 6, it's okay. Soles of the feet to your mat. Take a brief bridge posture. It'll only take about 4 breaths here. Parallel your feet, maybe bring the toes even a little bit closer together. Walk your shoulder blades a little closer together. If your shoulders are tight, just kind of squeeze the outer edges of your mat. That'll help your shoulders to feel a little more open, your chest broaden. Breathe in here. Exhale, lower your hips. Bring your knees into your chest. Hold behind your knees, so you're kind of in that fold of the bent knee. Breathe in, roll back, and exhale up to boat. So you can continue to support your legs like this if you like. If you want a little bit more of the boat, release the hands. Keep your toes spread. The little toes make a difference. If you like going further, straighten the legs, spread the fingers. 3 more breaths. Squeeze a little bit more. Last inhale. Exhale, release. Just take a little break. It might feel good to windshield wipe at the knees slowly. And knees to the chest one more time, and we'll move on, guys. Roll back and forth. You can either cross your ankles and crawl forward, or you can jump back to chaturanga if you like. Meet in down dog. Let's confirm that we've established and re-established our breath. 4 counts in, little pause at the top, and then exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Do what you can to keep breathing just like that, audible sound. Usually helps if the music is quieter, but you create your own environment, whatever you like. It's the nice thing about a home practice. One of the nice things about a home practice. And let's move on, guys. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, low lunge. Revisiting part of our sun B, inhale, crescent lunge. This time, exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, we'll take the twist a little bit deeper now. Keep your hips strong here. So with the back heel up, the hips are part of the foundation. Take 3 more breaths. Prepare with an exhale. Inhale, return to crescent lunge. Exhale, right arm under the left. Inhale, lift your chest. Listen for the change. Exhale, warrior 3 with eagle arms. That's 8 syllables. That's way too much. I cut it down to 2. I call it threegle. Spread your toes and your fingers. Try to lift your back and your leg. Exhale here. Inhale, 1 leg mountain. Release your arms. Exhale, dancer. Bring your knees together first. And then press your foot into your hand and your left ribs forward. I like to press my thumb into the arch of my foot. It reminds me to flex my toes and it brings a little more attention to what I'm doing. 2 more breaths. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Standing splits. Back leg up. Keep your toes flexed. You can float the hands if you like. Or you can bind behind your ankle. Most importantly, listen to your breath. Breathe in here. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, take your right hand down for balancing half moon. Lift your top leg, it will be the left leg. Try to open your hips to the side wall. My lower back always goes clunk on this side when I do this. Chiropractor tells me it's a good thing. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, take it down, chaturanga. And then we'll take the other side. Listen to your inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, come up, crescent lunge. Exhale, left arm under. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, revolve lunge. It is really hard to teach to nobody in the room, so thanks for bearing with me, guys. Keep your breath, keep your ribs, bottom ribs pulling in, and if you exhale a little bit deeper, you're going to make a little more space for a deeper breath. Thumbs to the sternum, if possible. Exhale here. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, left arm under. Eagle, spread the fingers. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, 3 goal. Launch forward. The higher your back leg goes, the lighter it's going to get. So try to create a little bit of a back bend here. So strong leg lifting. Back ribs up toward the ceiling. Two more breaths. Prepare with your exhale. Inhale, one leg mountain. And exhale, however you find it, dancer. Knees start together, thighs together. This way we can press straight back and keep the hips as closed as possible. Really well-known teacher in the US, Jason Crandall, read an article from him a couple years ago. Why is dancer so bleeping hard? There's a lot going on in this posture. Bring your right ribs forward. Exhale here. And standing splits. Right leg up, left foot pressing firmly into your mat. That was a sloppy breath to get you there, guys, and I apologize for that. Feel free to take the hands around the ankle if you like. 2 more breaths. Can you lift the leg a little bit higher? Keep the hips in a closed position so we're not trying to open them. Exhale here. Inhale, rise up, plant the back foot. Warrior 2. Exhale, reach forward, flip your palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, we take it all the way down for balancing half moon. If you can do it slowly, do that. If you need to plant the hand first to go down, that's all fine. So try to keep opening the hips. If you want to play with a little bit of a challenge, maybe float the bottom hand up off of the mat, bring it to your chest, your heart. Just play with this. Just learning to have a little more control over our body, over our mind, reminding us that we are so much more than that. If your hand is lifted, exhale, plant it down. Inhale to warrior 2. Exhale, reach forward, flip the palm. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, it's your last chaturanga. Breathe into your upward facing dog. And exhale to your downward facing dog. Go ahead and lower your knees down to your mat. And just have a seat on your heels or your blocks. And I'll give you a little demo of our Peacock Prep. So we did this earlier with our hands, our fingers pointing backwards. So I would suggest bringing your hands really close together. So if they're out far, it's going to be a lot more difficult for this posture. Bring your pinkies to touch if you can. Bring your knees out wide. So I'll just give you the visual first. And then I'll guide you in a moment, okay? So I'm going to bring my knees nice and wide. I'm going to bend my elbows, but leave my fingers on the mat if I can, and bring my forehead down. And once my head's down, I have a little more points of contact on the mat. I'll bring my knees close together, elbows close together. I'll walk my hands back, or my feet back, and maybe I'll stay right there. That's your Peacock Prep. You want to go a little further? Don't do that. You would walk the legs back, and then try to lift your head up off of your mat. That's a lot already right there. And maybe stay right there. If you're feeling a lot stronger, try to shift some weight forward and then lift the legs. So we'll start again, all together now. Point the fingers back. Bring your knees out wide. Lift your palms of your hands, bring your forehead down. That's kind of an awkward thing to get there. Then bring your knees together, pinkies together. Walk the feet back so your legs are straight. Stay here if you like. If you want to go further, try to lift the head. And again, that's a lot already. If you'd like to take it further, shift a little weight forward and try to lift the legs. We've got about 5 more breaths to play, and then we'll start to cool down. And let's call it a day there, okay? Come on back up, have a seat. Your wrist might be a little bit cranky right now, so give them a little roll. Nice tight fist. Gentle shake, just to help them relax. So it's not a flip flop, it's just kind of a gentle shake. It's kind of like you're shaking water off your hands. And have a seat, guys, and we'll cool down. Seated forward fold, extend your legs out. Toes up towards your knees. Maybe scoop out the flesh from underneath you. I call this a glute scoot boogie. Haven't used the term in a long time though. And your choice here, you can just kind of flop here. It feels good for me to have my forearms underneath my knees. But if you'd rather have an active seated forward fold, that's just fine. And if you are taking it active, try to create a little bit of a duck butt here. So isometrically and energetically pull your butt back. Exhale here. Inhale, roll on up. A little bend in your knees and roll to your back. Straighten your left leg out in front of you. Pull your right knee in. Breathe in. And exhale, supine twist. Usually feels comfy to slide the hips over to the right a couple of inches here. Right arm can be out like a letter T or goalpost, the palm face up. Nice place to create a sense of surrender here. Soft belly. Mind and body connecting a little bit deeper to the bigger part of us, the spirit. So as we learn to gain a little more mastery and control over our bodies and our minds, we are migrating toward the spirit, the bigger part of us. Exhale here. Inhale, come on back. And switch sides. Extend your right leg out in front of you. Pull your left knee in. Breathe in. And exhale. Supine twist, other side. You might want to hop the hips over to the left a couple of inches. Soft eyes, or even close them. Breath can be on autopilot if you like, or you can stay with manual, Ujjayi, your choice. Exhale here. Inhale, rise back to neutral, to center. Some sort of happy baby. Just pull your hips down, shoulders down, head down. And extend your legs out for Shavasana. Allow your eyes to close. Walk your shoulder blades a little bit closer together to elevate your heart. Maybe slide your shoulder blades down toward your hips a little bit if you like. Point your tailbone forward. Breathe in. And release it, Shavasana. I'll come get you in a little bit. And start to be aware of your breath again, your physical body. When you're ready, slowly roll to your right side. Take this as slow as you like. You're at home, guys. You do it whatever you like. You can completely ignore me. Once you're in a fetal position, no matter what theme I seem to go with, I can always find something to theme to about fetal pose. Because when we came into this world, when we were born into this physical body, when we incarnated, if you've ever looked into the eyes of an infant or a young child, they don't have that sense of self yet. They're still connected to spirit, to source, to God, however you like to define that. And it's only by living a couple of years here in this existence that we start to identify more with our mind and our body. And yoga is a nice way to take us a few steps back toward spirit. Come on up to a seat when you're ready. Hands to your heart center. Eyes closed, or at least heavy. And to honor that connection that we all have, it's all there all the time. It's just, sometimes we just need to remind ourselves that it's there. Thumbs to the third eye, to honor the higher self, in your higher self and everyone else's. Breathe in. And exhale, we bow forward and honor that by saying namaste. Thanks for hanging out in my little living space here, guys. I miss you, and if I don't know you, I'm sure I would miss you if I did know you. So I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.